Hello and welcome to News Watchin'. I'm Alyssa Wesley. This Sunday was a big day for football as the 49ers and the Eagles faced off. Our reporter Zach Walega has the story at Lincoln Financial Field. Zach?
Thanks, Alyssa. Yeah, the Philadelphia Eagles offense and Carson Wentz didn't play as well as they had in previous games. Instead, it was the other side of the ball, the defense and special teams, which really stepped up in the Eagles' 33-10 victory over the San Francisco 49ers on Sunday. Carson Wentz was just 18 of 32. He threw for 200 yards, 2 touchdowns, and the 1 interception. But as I said, Doug Peterson, head coach, really credited the defensive line and secondary of the Philadelphia Eagles for their strong play against rookie quarterback out of Iowa for the 49ers, C.J. Beathard. Beathard is intercepted here on second way through the half. That's Rodney McLeod on the interception, and then eventually Zach Ertz catches a touchdown pass from Carson Wentz. That's their 6th hookup of the season, and Ertz will give the ball to a huge Eagles fan and friend, Mike Trout of the Angels. And then there's Beathard getting intercepted by Patty Mills, and he's going to take it all the way to the house, weaving through the defense. They call him the Green Goblin because of his green mohawk. And then it's going to be Carson Wentz throwing it up to Alshon Jeffrey, who goes up and mosses the defender and then takes it 20 more yards for the score. Alshon, the new acquisition in the offseason, playing well so far. And then the special teams getting involved too. That's a blocked field goal from rookie Derek Barnett. Big special teams play there for the Eagles. And so we mentioned the offense didn't play quite as well. Carson Wentz struggled at times, but LeGarrette Blount added a garbage time touchdown for the Eagles, and they did end up winning the game 33-10. Coming up next week for the Birds is the Denver Broncos, who are 3-4, Alyssa, and they just lost to the Kansas City Chiefs on Monday night, so it'll be interesting to see what that matchup holds.
You mentioned the Eagles' upcoming game against the Denver Broncos this Sunday. What do they need to do to extend their record to 8-1?
I think the key matchup here is the Denver Broncos defense and Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles offense. Carson Wentz needs time in the pocket to throw the ball, and the Eagles running backs need holes to run as well. And then good news for the Eagles fans is that on the secondary side, Ronald Darby, cornerback, out since the first game of the season with a dislocated ankle, could make his return. He's practiced the last 2 weeks. And one final note, Alyssa, is that the Eagles have scored 20 or more points in their last 12 games. That's an NFL best, so if they can keep that going, they may be able to push their record to 8-1 against the Broncos and then enter the bye week at 8-1. Reporting live from Lincoln Financial Field, I'm Zach Walega.
Thank you, Zach. Coming up next on News Watchin', we'll take a look at Sunday's game with the Dallas Cowboys hosting the Kansas City Chiefs. Stay with us. Hello and welcome to News Watchin'. I'm Alyssa Wesley. This past Sunday was a big day for football as the Eagles and the 49ers faced off. Our reporter Zach Walega is at Lincoln Financial Field with the story. Zach?
Thanks, Alyssa. Yeah, the Eagles' offense and Carson Wentz did not play as well as they had in previous games. Instead, it was the other side of the ball, the defense and special teams, which really stepped up to the task in a 33-10 victory over the Denver Broncos on Sunday. Carson Wentz ended up just 18 of 32. He had 200 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 interception on the day. But as we said, Doug Peterson really credited the defensive line and the secondary for the Eagles' strong play. Rookie out of Iowa for the 49ers, C.J. Beathard, was under pressure all day. Here's his first interception. He had 2. He was also sacked 4 times and was hit 12 times. So really good pressure by the Eagles' front 7. And here's Carson Wentz throwing the touchdown. That's Zach Ertz, 6th hookup of the season. And then he's going to give the ball to Mike Trout, big Eagles fan and good friend as well of Ertz. And here's Beathard getting picked off again. Jalen Mills undercutting the pass intended for Pierre Garçon. He's going to weave his way around the defense and end up in the end zone. That's his 3rd interception of the year for the Green Goblin, nicknamed that because of his green mohawk under his helmet. And then here is Carson Wentz throwing it up to Alshon Jeffrey. He's going to go up and moss the defender and then go 20 more yards for the score. Big play from Jeffrey there. And then the special teams getting in on it as well. A block from rookie Derek Barnett. So really an overall game for the Eagles was very strong offensively. LeGarrette Blount added a touchdown in the late time. And next week, the Eagles will be taking on the Denver Broncos. That'll be Sunday at 1 o'clock. And the Eagles will look to push their record to 8-1 against the 3-4 Broncos, Alyssa, who lost last Monday against the Chiefs.
You mentioned the Eagles' upcoming game against the Denver Broncos this Sunday. What do they need to do to extend their record to 8-1?
Alyssa, the key is definitely going to be the Denver Broncos secondary against the Philadelphia Eagles offensive line and Carson Wentz. Lane Johnson has to play better at right tackle for the Eagles to have a chance at victory. Also, good news for the Eagles is that cornerback Ronald Darby could be making his return to the Eagles on Sunday after missing 2 weeks with an injury. And reporting live from Lincoln Financial Field, I'm Zach Wallega.
Thank you, Zach. Coming up on Newswatch, and we'll take a look at Sunday's game of the week with the Dallas Cowboys hosting the Kansas City Chiefs. Stay with us.